So what happened to the lady that I replaced?
VIP, she kept asking for selfies and autographs.
Oh, that's gotta be frowned upon.
Yeah, that's wrong.
And the players getting themselves into game mode with the tip-off just moments away. Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season. Well, we're starting to creep, Clark, towards the midway point of the season. Isn't it amazing how fast this season can go by? You and I look at each other and say, wow, can't believe we're already here.
Well, you know, Kevin, I think it's a function of us getting older, if you will. They say time seems to move faster the older you get. But clearly it's the same for the players as far as how fast the season goes. Opening night happens, and then before you know it, the All-Star game is coming up, and then you get to the backside of that, and it's usually all downhill to the playoffs and beyond.
And tonight's game gives MP a chance to continue one of his goals he set for himself, being a thorn in the side of the best teams in the NBA.
And now the big boys in the league know when MP says he's coming for you, he means it. And whenever they've had a tough opponent in front of them, they've raised their level. So they are sending a message, and boy, has it been heard.
Here's the starting group for Houston.
Now this is impressive. Durant showing you all of that creativity with that one.
And a good-looking view of that throwdown from the AT&T Connected Cam. Defenders going at Colin Sexton should be mindful of his prowess in the paint, Greg. He's pretty tricky.
That's right, Kevin. We tend to think of guards like Sexton as perimeter pests. But Collins a real plus when he's in close. Let him slip by you, and it's a deuce.
Şengün with the screen on DiVincenzo. Şengün the bounce pass. Here's Shepard, defended by DiVincenzo. 4 on the clock. Jacks up a 3. Rebound, Minnesota. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Rockets team.
And they really took care of business against this group last year, winning the season series.
Exactly. 2 top teams in the conference. They want to continue that success this season as they look long-term towards playoff seed.
On the wing, MP. Guarded by KD. One-on-one here. Lets it go from 14. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They trail by 1. Let's check in now with our Allie Laporte, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Well, MP in the last matchup against Chicago was tremendous. He finished with 30 points, and he didn't waste any of his chances, putting up an impressive field goal percentage. It was a performance that will stick with the fans for a long time. Let's see what he has in store for us in this one.
Hey, Allie, thanks for the great report. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
James against KD. McDaniels, a screen on KD. Fires for three. The rebound by Shepard. Houston in the lead. And you look at these Rockets, Greg, pretty fearsome on the defensive end.
I mean, great length and athleticism on the wings and a defensive-minded coach in Ime Udoka. They'll make you work for it, no doubt about it.
Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And having a star in Anthony Edwards, Clark, with so much confidence, what kind of impact does that have for the Wolves?
Well, it's huge. I mean, he wants the pressure of carrying the team. And with his outgoing nature and skill set, that mentality, I think, permeates the team and gives it great confidence.
Free throw good, James.
Well, I love MP's mindset. His approach to the game mentally is really impressive. I mean, guys always are chirping at him, but he maintains his composure and doesn't get rattled at all.
There's 57 seconds left to play here in the first. Carl, no good. Timberwolves have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. James kicks to McDaniels. James looking around. McDaniels finds James.
Should not be wasted.
Now Van Vliet. Last game out, he had 14. Pass to Finney-Smith. Here's Mamoukelashvili. Here's Van Vliet. Here's Finney-Smith. Up again. And it's Adams on the follow.
Boy, fighting to keep that play alive. Beautiful tip in there.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Timberwolves lead by 1. From changing it up here. And timeout called by Chris Finch. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Patrick Williams is out there with Randall. Then there's Edwards. Then it's Jaden McDaniels. And it's MP in at the 3. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Here's Van Vliet. Shot clock at 6. Cunningham's shot is off. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And no questioning the greatness of Kevin Durant. But, Greg, trying to get back into championship contention.
Yeah, and since his 2 titles with the Warriors, disappointment with the Nets and Suns, can he get a shot at another ring?
Smith checked in for Houston. Shepard comes in for Cunningham. Smith outside. Pass to KD. Şengün with the screen on MP. Count the basket. KD's got it all tied up now for Houston.
You know, he's a good guy to have running that particular set. I mean, Durant is not a guy who makes a lot of mistakes in the pick and roll.
James up top. He's got 10. James throws it down hard.
Oh, man, MP to be young again.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Here's KD. The rebound by James.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
For the Houston Rockets, they come in off the loss to the Spurs.
I'll tell you, they played hard, they drew fouls, but they could not convert at the line.
And that can drive guys absolutely crazy. I mean, they know they're better free throw shooters than that, but just did not get it done from the line.
And Randall has got the ball here for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Back to MP. Williams, a screen on Durant. The kick out to Williams. Off Klein with his three. For Houston, they've gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. Shepard with the ball. He's coming off a 10-point game against San Antonio. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. The Rockets have brought in the right veterans. Coach Ime Udoka said, quote, their approach rubbed off on our entire team. We can only teach so much, but you have to have guys that have carved out their niche in the league with that edge and that defensive mentality. It was invaluable for our team. Back over to you guys.
You know, they've got that grit. Thank you, Allie. MP outside. Randall outside from downtown. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Houston's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. KD passes to Van Vliet. 6 on the shot clock. Houston needs to get a shot. Şengün, a miss that time, would have put him up. And so it's tied as we head to halftime. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
A lot of high flyers on this list. I've seen what they can do in game. Curious to see what they can do on the big stage when the lights are bright.
And guys, let's talk now about that first half for Minnesota there in a tight.
I love how.
And that's a halftime.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been a clinic out there by James.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
Well, you know, in that first half, it was a common occurrence. He got to the strike time and time again.
Starting the second half, here's Ime Udoka's 5. Smith and Şengün make up the 4 and the 5. Shepard out there with Colin Sexton. And it's Durant in at the 3 spot. And GA, a lot of the best defensive teams in the league have some stout zone looks they can go to. Where do those in a game come in handy?
I mean, often it's a way of challenging opponents to make perimeter shots, but also you want to show different looks just to kind of disrupt the rhythm of a team's offensive flow.
Gobert with a screen for MP. Outside for Randall. MP outside. Fader on the way. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. MP's got 14.
MP squeezing all that juice he can get out of that arm. What a night he's had.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy.
All right, a chance to check out stats for DiVincenzo. How's the season turning out for him? And he's as opportunistic as anybody defensively, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in steals per game.
In the perfect pass and stride. Randall finds MP. Back to Randall for the lead. The Rockets pull it in.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Greg, you look at Alperen Şengün. He's one of the best combinations of force and finesse in the NBA.
And you wonder how he fell to the 16th pick in the 2021 draft. You saw the numbers he was putting up as a 19-year-old in Turkey. Pretty clear he should have gone higher.
Inside and stolen by Şengün. Smith surveying the D. Durant for 3. A rebound by the Timberwolves. MP's got his 5th rebound in this one. Edwards passes to DiVincenzo. Gobert with a screen on Şengün. Down low. It's stolen by Smith. finished off the break. And now a 5-point Rocket lead.
Beating the defense in transition, Smith showing how a little extra effort goes a long way.
And Alperen Sengun gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. McDaniels, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Fred VanVleet is checked in for Houston. McDaniels finds James. McDaniels sets a screen for James. Clock is at 3. Over Durant. MP, no good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Daring anyone to stop him. KD.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Randall dishes to MP. A minute 20 left to play in the third. Randall from outside. They get it again. Here's MP, and just miss after miss right now.
You can tell he's just a touch out of sync here. But he's battling, continuing to fight.
VanVleet can't get it to go. Timberwolves trail by 7. Out to the right wing. Randall kicks to James. McDaniels sets a screen for James. Durant with the steal. Pass to Shepard. Over Edwards. The rebound by James. James has got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Edwards. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Edwards got his first 2 points of the night.
Edwards flexing on him now. Bully ball inside.
A nice shot by KD. Durant's got the lead up to 7 now for the Rockets.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Well, that might be fair, but I wouldn't want to take away from what he did in that last game. I mean, let's just say it's a pretty nice run he's on, no matter how you decide to frame it up.
MP kicks to Edwards. Takes the 3. The 3 ball from Anthony Edwards.
Boy, he is fundamentally sound. Tough cover.
And we've reached the end of the third. The Rockets on top, up by 4. And we'll get it going. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this...
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. James, the pass to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
A smooth dish from MP. That's talent and teamwork.
Rockets trail by 6. The big men on the floor for him, Randall and Gobert. Guard and off guard. Filled by DiVincenzo and Edwards. And it's MP in its small forward. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Randall outside. 6 to shoot. MP. That's off.
And they get the rebound, but guys, that's been the issue throughout the game.
Yep, and the results on the scoreboard are attributed to how they've been out-rebounded thus far.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
James with it. Now Smith defending. Outside, Gobert. Now Edwards. It's Randall. They get a hand on it, and the call will be against Jabari Smith. That is his first foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Randall with a screen for MP. With the clock winding down.
Power and mobility of Randall. That combination makes it really hard to cover him on the pick and roll.
Rockets trail by 6. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Count it.
No stage too big for KD. If you need a basket, he's your man.
Gobert with a screen for MP. And he jams it in.
That's really an outstanding assist, creating a great opportunity inside. You can see the chemistry between those guys.
Durant.
Boy, you're scratching your head with how do you defend a guy like Durant. I mean, his length, his speed, ball handling, all allow him to draw fouls easily.
Durant hits them both.
Tremendous job at the line as usual. You can always bank on him in those situations.
Now MP. Angle screen on Durant. MP. MP wrapping the rim.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Durant. Gobert there for the rebound. Timberwolves leading by 6. Randall with a screen for James. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Houston's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0-4 since the start of the final quarter. It's in!
Well, Durant knows the team looks to him for this. These kinds of moments, the intensity of the moment, never rattles.
Gobert with the screen on Durant. And they go to the intentional foul. James outside. It's stolen by Shepherd.
Just waiting for a chance to make a play, and when the pass was made, he's all over it. Just a fantastic steal.
Somebody lit a fire under Kevin Durant.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game. We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possession.
Durant against James. And talking about the approach now. What are they looking at?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
A critical possession, no doubt. We'll see what they draw.
Durant fires, misses the three. And so it's the Timberwolves who come out on top here. That was a fun night of basketball. Fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last.
Earlier today, your coach said that champions play like champions before becoming champions. No rings for tonight's win, obviously, but was your effort tonight, particularly on the glass, inspired by his words?
Oh, yeah, coach is always right.
Kevin, over to you.
All right, thanks, Dom. And that about...